it also makes me think that our ancestors, I know there's a ton of evidence that points to early humans experimenting with drugs, whether it's lower percentages of alcohol or psychedelic substances like ergot. And there's evidence that people were smoking weed early on as well. But like, this is a cool piece of almost biological Jenga where the THC receptor fits into a receptor that we already have. And so we either had it from the beginning of time, which I don't think is the case, or early humans started getting high as fuck. It was benefiting us in some ways. It was benefiting us, benefiting what our cells want to do, which is to reproduce and get us to the point where we can reproduce with other humans. So evolutionarily, it was having a beneficial effect, and kept smoking it. And maybe our bodies said, hey, if we're going to get high as fuck, maybe the people that are sticking around, maybe they are also getting high as fuck, and then they're passing on their genes, and the people that were more evolved to smoke weed ended up passing on their genes, and we got this receptor. That's my completely unsubstantiative claim after seeing that puzzle. I've heard the stoned ape theory. Is that basically what the stoned ape theory is? I don't know exactly what the details are.
The stoned ape theory is I think it's Terence McKenna, that basically our ancient ancestors, be them Neanderthals or early humanoids or humans or whatever it was, Homo sapiens, whatever came before that, right? They started eating psychedelic mushrooms and having these transcendental journeys, right, and existential journeys, and it helped develop consciousness and evolutionize the species, right? That's part of a theory. I was laughing at the thought of like Borg the caveman smoking fat blunts coming back from a mammoth hunt, and just all dressed up and wrapping it in something like this big, and a foot long thing wrapped in a hemp leaf or hemp leaves, and sticking it in a fire and going to town. I mean, that's I think that throughout history we've been, as you said, finding ways to alter our states of consciousness. And it doesn't surprise me that those exist, because opioid receptors exist in our bodies. And there's a lot of other, receptors for things, for plant medicines that exist in our bodies. And so it doesn't surprise me.
It makes sense too, because I'm saying we, both of us, but also everyone else that's ever existed, we're seeking ways to make existence more fulfilling. And there are substances like CBD, like THC, that can alter our consciousness in ways to give us more pleasure, to activate pathways in our body that will make us feel good doing the hard things in life, or detaching after we do the hard things. So if we're feeling the need to do that in 2021 with, AC and TVs and being able to travel wherever the fuck we want. Now it's more complicated with COVID, but nonetheless being able to travel and seeing places and covering distances that early humans never would have been able to dream of. Imagine the need to escape after you just killed a boar and you're being chased by tigers, and you get back to your cave and you've been starving for 3 days, and you're finally eat, and you're like, I need to turn my brain off for a little bit before I get back out there the next day and, watch both my brothers get gnawed apart by tigers right in front of my face, or sleep in the freezing cold or whatever. So early humans would definitely have been craving some shit to blast off and to detach from that default mode network of constantly being like, oh my God, where's the threat? Where's the threat? Oh, there it is. Fuck. All right. No threats for a little bit. Let me not think about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's where our autonomic nervous system developed the stress response, fight or flight, the sympathetic nervous system response versus the rest and relax parasympathetic nervous system response. And THC can pull us into that, and CBD specifically and especially can pull us into that parasympathetic rest and relax, feed and breed nervous system response. Like that, those are evolutionarily developed traits of the human condition, basically, that all humans have. The reason we respond how we do to stress is because the saber-toothed tiger was popping out of bushes, and it's whoa, right? And then it's like immediately you gotta fucking either like throw hands or get the fuck out of there, or like totally freeze and hide and hope that this animal doesn't have object permanence or something like that, and just loses you because you just totally froze,
100%. You're throwing hands, throwing spears, or getting the fuck out.
Or getting the fuck out, dude. Yeah. Or freezing and shitting yourself while you're doing it. So, get to the fact that there's an opposite end of the spectrum, the other side of the pendulum for that, of just chilling, makes perfect sense. Go back, smoke your Borg bowl, and off and running.